right, you guys are all able to come in without a meeting room or waiting room. That's scary. Welcome. All right, awesome. Well, just a second here. I was going to tell Joshua to make sure he checks the Zoom room because I had a bunch of people go to Zoom first in the last meeting.
They don't want to come here?
They don't know to come here. They're mixed up. Hang on.
Betty, can't hear you. Betty Ann? Get ready, turn your speaker on.
There, how's that? Better?
Yes. I was wondering if you have a copy of the Fluent product that I bought from you.
I do not have Fluent.
Fluent?
I don't have Fluent.
Or Vivint?
Was it Vivint that you got? Or was it Fluent?
Yeah, I bought it, but it's not
Fluent.
Fluent.
No, you got Fluent. You got Fluent.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have it?
I don't have Fluent.
Too bad.
But they've got a support group that you can call them.
Well, they're talking to me and say, prove who you are, and then we'll take care of your problem, because my alarm went off yesterday when I went out for a meeting.
Okay.
And they turned it off.
All right, let's get with it today. Hello, everybody. I'm Carrie George. I'm filling in for Wendy Kraft, who could not be with us today, who is usually running the group. And this is like our first day really using our new meeting tool. So be prepared for things messing up in advance. We'll do the best that we can, but it is a new tool, and there is technology things going on sometimes. So we're figuring all that out. Okay, but we got lots of cool stuff in here too that we couldn't do on the other one. So that's really neat, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Did I just... Oh, that's interesting. You all disappeared for a second. See, that's fun. But you're still here. It's just me. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around the room and say who you are and what you do and why you're so awesome. Okay. In 60 seconds. Okay. So try your best if you can to come on camera so we can see you, because networking works best if we can actually see you as a human. And we know that you're not a bot or something else that is strange. And it's all about getting to know, like, and trust people. And nobody's going to get to know, like, and trust you with a blank screen. So try to do that if you can. If you have any technical issue, if something's going on, you can't, just let us know in the chat, please, so that we can, then we know what's going on. Otherwise, I do remove people who don't come on camera, unless I know who you are. Like, I know who Peggy is, and maybe she's just having a tech challenge right now. But if I don't know you, we will toss you out, because I'm just that way. Okay. And also because it's just about networking. All right, guys. Well, let's go around the room and say who you are and what you do and why you're so awesome. And we are streaming live right now into Facebook as well as onto YouTube. So just so you know, this is going somewhere. We're testing the streaming, okay? So, so don't say embarrassing things about yourself, okay? All right, let's go around the room. And Nadia, I'll let you go first because I know you know the drill. Tell us, who are you, what do you do, and why are you so awesome?
Hi, everyone. About 3 months ago, I was talking to a former colleague. She's been working 50 hours a week, snowed under with deadlines and projects, and completely overwhelmed. And one night over cocktails, I asked her if she uses AI to lighten her workload. And she looked at me like I grew a second head and said to me, Nadia, don't even have time to do fun things with my family. Learning a new skill, so low on my to-do list. I asked her if she could give me 1 hour a week. And I promised that at the end of the month, after 4 hours with me, I'm not saving her 8 hours a week. The next round of cocktails were on me, which of course she agreed. A month later, she's working 10 hours a month less. And she no longer works over weekends. My name is Nadia, and I am awesome because I help people adopt AI effectively and in record time, because you don't need to understand AI to use it.
That's awesome and good news for all of us, really. So thanks so much. Make sure you put your contact information into the chat. So one of the things we're going to encourage you to do, put all of your contact info into the chat, okay? So that people can reach out to you and make a meeting from the meeting, because that's good networking. So there, just like what Nadia did, which is awesome. Okay, so let's get Betty Ann Ellis up next. Tell us who you are, what you do, and why you're so awesome.
Okay, all right, thank you. So when I took a look at buying a business about 15 years ago, we had a recession. We had an economy that was bad, just like it is today. And people asked me to do all sorts of different businesses. And there were things that I thought were extras. They were luxuries that people wouldn't be able to afford to buy or add on. So we've got the same economy right now, and business's timing is everything. The timing right now for this is healthcare in the United States. Everybody you know, if you're in the States, is going to be getting premium notices with a 10 to 20% increase. Your average family is paying $2,000, $1,997. That's per month for healthcare. And our price is $600 to $800. That's more than half less. So how could a person, one of your clients, one of your family members, how about you, with a family, any size family, could save $1,000 a month? That's $12,000 a year. Where would you put that money? So this is not a luxury. It is the number one reason for bankruptcy, that people that actually forego getting health care. The individual's paying an average of $702. Ours is coming in at $200 to $300, $73 if you're very young, okay, with the largest deductible. So contact me, please, if there's ways that you want to create cash flow for any of the people that you know. And I'm looking for two things. I'm looking for people that I can save them that money that they would not have to spend on a monthly basis. And the other thing is I'm looking for people that want to actually capitalize, for the words of capitalism, and actually be involved in a business, add value to what you're doing by looking at this as an option to offer your clients and create cash flow for your services. Okay, thank you.
All right, big round of applause. Yay. All right, fabulous. Let's go next with Scott. Scott is in the house. Tell us who you are and why you're so awesome.
Hey, thanks. Scott Malley. I'm a sales and business coach and consultant. And what I do is work with business owners to double, triple, and 10x their sales and profits. And the way I do that is really 5 ways. So the first thing I do is really sit down with the business owner and really help them clarify the vision and direction that they want to take the business. And then based on that vision and direction, the next thing I help them to do is really strategize their actions. So every day when they get up, they know exactly what they need to do to take the business to the next level. And the third thing I do is really help them to upgrade their skills. So typically with startups, it's helping with sales and marketing. And then as the organization grows, it's helping them make sure they've got the right team in place to be able to support the owner's vision. And then the fourth thing I do is really help them to optimize their environment to ensure they have as few distractions as possible and are moving towards that vision and direction. And then the fifth thing I do is really help them to master their mindset and really master their psychology. So I'm also an NLP trainer. NLP was popularized by Tony Robbins, but it's really a great set of tools for making sure that you're in a peak state. And I've also found it to be an amazing set of tools for sales as well, and really literally been able to help companies generate tens of millions of dollars in additional sales from using NLP and using those technologies. So look forward to connecting with everybody here. Thanks so much.
Awesome. So glad that you're here with us. Yay. All right. Yes. And we'll get you to just keep yourselves muted until it's time for you to talk, because otherwise we can hear you clunking on your keys and clearing your voice and hollering at the dog. Okay. Awesome. Robert Duran is in the house. Woohoo! All right, Robert, great to see you back. Why don't you unmute yourself and tell us what you do and why you're so awesome?
Awesome. Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Robert Duran, owner and founder of the BNG and 10X Business Coach here in Austin, Texas. Just recently, I got a picture from one of my other coaches, and they're like, Robert, we spoke about you at the 10X headquarters. I'm like, really? For what? And they were like, hey, you were ranked, again, top producer for the month of July with Grant Cardone. So, guys, I bring that up because I'm very good at two things. One is selling. And selling is a technique. It's a skill that doesn't matter whatever economy you're in, you can sell anything. The second one is that I'm the best at using the number one Grant Cardone strategies and bringing that to your business. So we teach you the steps to the sales cycle. We teach you every objection that you're getting that's costing you money. We do role play calls, accountability calls. We do sales coaching calls, workshops. And this is very important because a lot of people wing it. They don't have scripts. They base it off past experience, and they're only able to close the same people or low hanging fruit. So what we do is we teach you everything that the billionaires are doing and bringing that to your business. The people that I specialize with are direct marketers, real estate, trades, blue collar, and B2B. Those are my top ones. So if you are finding a business structure, go to Scott. If you're losing deals because of, let me talk to my spouse, let me think about it, we'll get back to you, price is too much right now, it's not the time, let me know and I'll instantly fix that problem. Thank you so much.
Awesome. That's fabulous. And it's incredibly important that you fix your sales problem. Okay. If you are not closing deals, there is no point in networking or running ads or doing any lead generation, because it's wasted money if you can't close the deal. So you want to fix that and perfect the sales process. Michelle Lawson is up next. Unmute yourself, please, and tell us who you are and what you do and why you are so awesome. She's like finding that mute button.
There it is. Got it.
At the
Hello,
top.
everyone. Michelle Lawson. I am with 3 International. I am an entrepreneur, and I am dedicated to transforming lives by promoting the health and wellness through these innovative wellness solutions. We basically empower individuals to seek both physical well-being and a financial success. We're focused on sustainable, holistic growth. Everything that we have product-wise is science-backed, third-party tested, FDA approved, and in a physician's digital reference, which is unheard of for a supplement company. We literally just created the first neurocosmetic and discovered a new molecule that has yet to be named. Personally, I am building a team of leaders, people who have the same goals, that want to be financially independent and earn a multi-level leverage income or a passive income long-term. And the other side of it is that literally we are on a movement for global health. We opened in 14 countries on day one. We're number 2 in global percentage growth right now, and we're slated to open in 100 countries. So
Awesome. That's nice growth. Okay, 14 countries. Fabulous. We're glad you're here. We're probably in those same 14 countries. So good news. So we're glad that you are here. Please put your contact information and stuff into the chat so everybody can be making appointments with you.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Cheryl McBride, you are up next. Tell us, why are you so awesome?
I'm awesome because I got the mute button on. Anyway, are you spending too much for healthcare? We're helping people save 50 to 70% of their healthcare costs and giving them a chance to sleep at night. No more choosing to pay healthcare costs over food. We work with small people. We work with small businesses and individuals, families, and especially those in scary situations, help them get out of that. Book a time with me to see what we can do for you or someone you know that might be struggling. And we work in the United States and other countries educationally, and we can find somebody to hook you up with to do your financial needs. Thanks.
That is awesome. So glad that you're here with us. And Stephen Parks is in the house. Woohoo! Who made this awesome introduction for us so that we could use this cool thing called Meetin'. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm glad everybody will actually appreciate it. So thanks for the introduction, Carrie. My name's Stephen Parks. I live here in sunny, hot, we're sitting at 29C right now, Sherwood Park, Alberta. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business builder. I'm now a publisher. I've always wanted to write books, and now I get the opportunity to write my first, which is going to be a small business handbook. 25 chapters. It covers from ideation all the way through to exit. So look forward to seeing more of that. I really want to concentrate on small businesses and mitigating risk. And what I mean by that is if you're in business and you have liabilities that, come up and you don't have insurance for it, or you don't have documents in place to cover your business, your assets, and so on. So I've created a series called CYA Business Edition that literally goes through that and helps you understand you need policies and procedures in place. You need handbooks in place. You need documentation that protects you as the main asset of the business, as well as your employees, your equipment, the buildings you're in, and everything else. When people start businesses, the first thing they think of is, when can I make my first dollar? Well, you could lose that dollar very, very quickly. And it's not from bad reviews. It's simply losing your business. I've known people that have lost their houses and things like that because they were not protected. So those of us that are solopreneurs, it's a great idea to go into business, but wait till you get your first employee and they quit or you fire them. So don't wait for that. So I'm here to basically pull back the curtain on keeping your business alive, protecting your business, and doing the things that you don't want to do. Go out and make money. Go out and do everything that you want, but make sure that your assets are all protected. So I'm here to help you do that.
Awesome. We're super glad that you're here. And could have used you a while back, actually, when somebody ran off with a Facebook group and stole it and tried to sue me. Don't worry, we had good lawyers in the system. It was great. Peggy Kane up next. Okay, so tell us, Peggy, what do you do and what makes you so awesome? We're so glad that you're here today. There you go.
Finally, last click. Okay, I'm Peggy Kane. I teach people to speak English like the native people. So foreign speakers come in, I like to teach them, and they make more money, they have better positions, and life is happier. I have I had a fellow named Jorge. He's a lineman and a team project manager. He had a really bad work experience because he could not say the sound J, like we do in English. And this attracted the attention of the bully who was running the site where they were working. This guy continued to laugh and mock and tease him during the whole project. However, a few days later, at this next meeting with me, he took about 10 minutes to teach Jorge to say George. And the secret of how he could say J as in George, project, and manager. About 10 minutes. And he said proudly, "That's good, but the best part is I don't have to put up with disrespect ever again." Call me if
wonderful.
you know, or someone else who needs to learn, because it's not impossible. It's it's profitable.
Awesome. All right. Put your contact information into the chat. And I love the work that Peggy does. It's really quite cool. She worked with my husband, and I didn't even realize that he felt bad about speaking in public because he's very confident around the house. But he was saying this and that because he's from the islands. And then he learned to say this and that. And now he feels very, very confident in doing, speaking in front of people. So it's really very, very good. Awesome. Okay, let's go to Shanae next. Shanae, tell us, what do you do? Why are you so awesome?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Again, my name is Shanae Richardson. I'm a financial coach with Primerica, and we're dedicated to teaching individuals how money works and helping them navigate their financial journey at any stage, allowing money to work for them. And my contact information is in the chat.
Fabulous, fabulous. And I would also encourage you to put your LinkedIn profiles into the chat, because later I'm going to show you a cool tool that CIBN has and how we can actually be connecting with you on LinkedIn. We got lots of cool tools lined up for you today. You're going to have fun. This is going to be a good one. All right, let's see who else we got left. I got Andre. Haven't heard from Andre yet. Andre, tell us, who are you? What do you do? Why are you so awesome?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me today. My name is Andre. I'm the head of delivery at RealSoft. Basically, we're the company who create a software digital solution. Anyone who have a business idea or an issue that could be solved with digital solution, this is where we can help. Using our custom technologies, we can build any type of digital solutions, such as mobile applications, websites, web apps, portals, solutions, anything like that. We also collaborate with other IT companies and provide them our dedicated developers. So if you know anyone who need help with what we do or resources such as developers, we will be glad to help them. Thanks so much. Take care.
Awesome. So glad that you're here with us. Did we get everybody? Did we hear, Nadia, did we hear from you today? I've seen you in more meetings, so now
I went first. I christened the room.
Right? Okay. So who else? Did we miss anyone? Wave at me if I missed you. Oh, Mike. I didn't do Mike. Mike, are you able to unmute?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes. Who are you? What do you do? And why are you so awesome?
I'm an investor in Atlanta, originally from Louisiana, and we invest in startups. So if anybody needs capital, a perfect client would be someone who wants to grow their company.
Okay, perfect. Well, make sure you put your contact information into the chat, because I got lots of connections for you. That's a good one. And I got some people too that can help a company's valuation to get higher so that they can access more, not grant money in Canada, but in the US, funding money. So higher credit available. So go ahead and pop that in there. Mike, have we met you before?
I don't think so.
I'm just checking.
Raleigh,
no, well, we have done a lot of business in Raleigh, but I can't see you, so I don't really know. But I used to know a Mike that was doing that kind of work from that part of the world. So was just checking. Well, welcome. We're glad that you're here. And what we're going to do next is we're going to just, this is the Smart Networking Group. So in the Smart Networking Group, we talk about things that actually make our networking smarter, work better, and help you to get more money from your networking. And lately, one of the things that we've been doing and investing a lot in is a tool stack for our CIBN members, so that they can, really capitalize on every opportunity in their networking and increase the amount of profitability that they have that's coming in through networking. So I'm going to share a few things with you. I think the first thing I'm going to share with you is something that is free. Who likes free? Wave at me if you like free. Okay, awesome. The first thing I'm going to share with you is our YouTube channel, and I'm going to get you to click on that button right there and go to YouTube and subscribe. I'll wait. And when you subscribe, I'm going to point out a few things on there that you can come back to later that are free and helpful for you. You will see that there are playlists there, things like a social media tips playlist, where you can, for example, figure out the 10 best things to do to your LinkedIn profile, and you can stop the video and turn it back on and stop it so that you can work through those things. And LinkedIn is really a very powerful tool for your business. We've been taking about $150,000 a year off of LinkedIn for more than a decade. So really, really good to get to know that well. We've got a new series that just went up on the YouTube channel, which is how to fill your events. So if you're trying to do a webinar, or you're trying to do a coffee chat, maybe even you're doing an in-person event in your local community, these are some really cutting edge methods of filling up a meeting so that you get some butts and some seats, because, you know, it's hard to sell anything if your seats are empty. And then, of course, my favorite one in the playlist is the increased business revenues. 9 strategies. Each one of them is designed to add $150,000 to the bottom line. And we didn't hold much back there. So there's something that you can really sink your teeth into and help yourself to, you know, add some bottom line revenue. Who'd like 150K more on their bottom line? That sound like a good idea? All right, good. I'm in the right room. Excellent. So that's, you know, one of the first tools I wanted to share with you. Now, guys, as you're looking around this room and meeting, it's kind of sweet in here, isn't it? So this was brought to us by Stephen Parks, who had been already using it. Stephen, why did you see this as a valuable resource for networking and also for business owners?
Well, we're all accustomed to other platforms like Teams and Google Meet and Zoom, and they're more dedicated to enterprise operations, not necessarily the solopreneur or the entrepreneur. So as you've seen what Carrie's brought and flashed up on the screen, there's multiple features inside of Meetin which really highlight you as an entrepreneur, what you can promote, what your business is, any documents. We can stream on 15 different channels if you want. And there's lots of tools in here to not take away anybody from this video conference session. Everything can be done as Carrie demonstrated. Everything is clickable. So there's a toolbar that can be brought up with 5 different options on it. You can put whatever you want in there, a PDF link, a video link, what have you. So what it does is this platform is exactly just like this. So this platform is dedicated and designed for us entrepreneurs. We want to be able to give the people that's on the person that's on the other side of this video conference information quickly without sending them an email or out sending them a LinkedIn text or something. You get everything here. And as Carrie will say, when we actually leave this event, it's a customizable exit. So you can put your own website up there. You can put, multiple other collateral that you want to share with the people that come and see you, that want to invest in you. So this example here is for this event. Put the one up for 4 o'clock for Easy Breezy. You can program all of this in here to make making another meeting from another meeting, inviting people to your event. And this is actually available to everybody in CIBN. So you get the same tools that Carrie and Joshua and I get to use. I've been using this one for 2 years, and I know the developer personally, the owner, and he is so on board with the entrepreneurial spirit. And he's very glad that we actually are able to access this.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and thank you for bringing it to us. You can see I put up the Easy Breezy networking there, and if you click the button on it, it actually lets you go register for that, and that's the meeting that's happening next in about an hour and a half from now. And so it brings you directly into that. It actually sends you the message with the link to get into the meeting. I think it even schedules it in your calendar for you. I'm not sure. I haven't checked that part out yet, but it's pretty sweet. Nice and easy. And of course, all of the kinds of things that, when we're selling and running a business, because aren't we selling when we run a business? Am I right?
Mhm.
Who's my sales helpers in here? Scott and Robert. Okay. We got all these sales professionals in here today. When you're in, this is one of the questions that I've had with salespeople for a long time is, well, you know, I'm used to doing it face to face and I'm just not used to doing it on Zoom. And I would prefer to be face to face. Well, over the last few years, we've learned to sell back and forth, face to face, on Zoom, doesn't matter. And it often has to do with sharing this link, sharing a link that's in the chat. You know, go ahead and click that now. But this makes it even easier, you know, because it's right there, big and bold on the screen, you know. And don't you all have to sell something? Am I in the right room?
Mhm.
Hello?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody is here because they just want to socialize and have a good time. I mean, they're probably appreciative that we're not jerks and that we're a little bit social. Right? But they're probably not
You
just
want
here
to
for the
socialize and have a
socialization.
good time. That's Easy Breezy Networking Club coming up in an hour.
That's right. They're a little more social in that crowd.
Mhm.
I like to show people how to sell things and how to actually grow their business and how to add bottom line revenue to the business, because I've been working with business owners for 15 years plus now, 35 years really, but really in this capacity, about 15 years. And I see business owners have two problems over and over again: time and money. As soon as you get lots of money, you run out of time until you learn to delegate, right? But this is the problems that business owners have. They limited resources, trying to stretch that dollar, you know, running out of time. So tools that work, good tools that work, make a huge difference. And when Stephen brought the owner of this to us, he negotiated an incredible deal, not only for us, but for the members and for our guests, for friends even. So if you go to actually click on, you know, get your own meeting room, it gives you the top level premium edition, which still only sells for $49 off their main website monthly. He gave it to us for $19. But I have to warn you, it was supposed to go up to $29 like yesterday, and he hasn't done it yet. So if you're thinking you want it, don't wait, okay? Because he's actually supposed to be changing that to $29. So I've seen it still there. It was just before the meeting. So cool. Knock yourself out if you need it. So anyways, it's just a super, super cool thing. And I'm finding out more and more stuff that it does as I'm playing around with it here. I'm just blown away, actually, with some of the cool stuff under the widget section that I did not even know. Like the timer thing. You can put a timer on in the meetings.
Mhm.
That is super cool. I don't even know how to do it. Oh, wait, I'll try it right now. Countdown timer. Let's call it the test timer right here. And I think I can just hit a button, right? Let's try it. Countdown timer. Save.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, look at that. So you can actually time people in their infomercials.
Yeah,
See, I'm
absolutely.
still finding cool new things in here. This is really neat. That is awesome. So, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, whether you're running a meeting or you're just meeting with a client and you need to move the meeting from one thing to the other, you want to just show pictures, it'll show pictures. It is pretty sweet stuff. If I go to the events here, I can actually just go, here's a picture of, you know, our women's group called Bold, Beautiful, and Business. That doesn't do nothing. It just takes up the screen and looks pretty. But if I wanted to invite you to the summit that's coming up, all the ladies in the room, there is a free 3-day summit that's happening next week. And that is the link right there. When you click on it, it takes you right to it where you can register. Super cool. You gotta love that, eh? Andre, what do you think of that tech? Does that get you excited?
Yeah, that's really awesome and flexible for the users.
Very much so. What do you think, Nadia?
Well, we're definitely getting it for our company. I like this a lot more than Zoom and Google Meet, and I'm kind of a Google Meets girl, but I like this more.
Google Meet is free, and I mean, it's great that it's free. I mean, you can't argue with free, right?
I pay
Mhm.
for it. If you want to do more than an hour, you have to pay for it.
Oh, do you? Okay, I probably just assume it's free because I have a great big G Suite account, so it probably just comes with one. Right? Okay, so not free. I'm out of the loop. But this has so many more features, and it's clearly been put together by somebody who is an entrepreneur, because all these things that you need as an entrepreneur to be able to share your stuff. When you're getting on a call and you're continuously trying to show people the same thing and it's always coming up, why not just have it in your little section there where you can bring it up, right? So such a saving of time. So cool.
Yeah. One of the nice things with your subscription is that you actually comes with 3 rooms. And what I mean by that is 3 different sessions. So for this one, we had the introduction session early at 10 o'clock. We've got this one, and there's going to be one at 4 o'clock. So those 3 rooms are all on the same account. Okay, doesn't cost you extra. And if you want to add more rooms, you can add as many as you want. The nice thing about this is look up in the address bar, and what do you see? It says meetin.com/smart networking. That is the only name you need to remember for this room, not some 8-digit number with a password and sending out a reminder and everything else. But it still has the registration process that we use for booking meetings. Okay, so Carrie knows who's coming and to get the invite and everything else. So she's got some metrics on the back end. So this is one of the nice things, that when you sign up for Meetin, you automatically get 3 different sessions so that you can name it room A, room B, room C. My personal one, this is my side gig, and this is my, whatever you want to do. And each one of them, you can customize. Everything you see around the border, the widgets, everything can be copied between each room on your own account. So it lends a lot of flexibility. Try that on Zoom. It's 3 different subscriptions. This is one, and you're given that much flexibility. So this is one of the reasons why I suggested, this to Carrie and Joshua, was because of that customizable ability. And all of us, we all agree, we don't just do one thing in life. We want to do at least 2 or 3. We have a side business and we have a main business. Okay, so let's keep it separate, but let's make it look good and functional.
Yeah, our branding people are loving it. Get your colors in there, put your buttons on, do all the things that you want. It's so sweet. I'm gonna just switch gears here with you right now, and just share something else with you, because some of you haven't been around and you don't know some of the other things that we have. This is a Chrome extension, and I want to talk about that for a minute, because the Chrome extension also is really, really helpful with getting people the leads that they need and the business that they need to actually get the next appointment set up and get into the next sale that they need to have, right? So if we don't make sales, business starts to suck pretty bad. Am I right? No one wants to be there. So our Chrome extension is something that we've been very excited about here in the last little while. And it's been getting better and better as well. So at CIBN, we have this Chrome extension. If you click on the button, it'll take you to a page and you can sign up for it for free to try it. And it's a limited version. It'll let you do a few things and check it out and see how it works. But I'm going to just share my screen here. And as soon as I figure out where I put that button. Okay, here we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to entire screen like this. And I'm going to go to here. So can everyone see what I'm looking at? Sean Mulder's profile here?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay, so over on this side here, you will see that there is a pop-up here. And it is this is actually our Chrome extension popping in like this, okay? And when I look up Sean, by the way, He is, I can just refresh my screen because I had added him earlier as a trusted connection. And what that means is he's somebody I actually know, somebody I have met. So on LinkedIn, I have about, I don't know, 13,000 first level connections. And I haven't talked to all of them face to face. Sometimes somebody says, would you like to connect? And I say yes. And many of those people I haven't met. But Sean's somebody I met earlier today. And so I added him as a trusted connection. And when I did that, a bunch of stuff popped up here. First of all, the AI and the tool ranked him on a scale from 1 to 10, telling me how good of an opportunity I have to do business with him at my highest level offer. Okay. I own CIBN Connect, so I can literally do business with any business. But I also have a high-end consulting program, and I have the AI triggered for that. So it's showing me that he is currently like 6 out of 10 for that. And if I click on it, it tells me why. It tells me where he lives, what kind of business he has. And what this is really good for is if I were looking somebody up and I'm wondering if I should book an appointment with them and I have limited time, I can now decide if I'm meeting with everybody that's 2 out of 10 or if I'm picking the 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 10. Great time saver. Also, this one here is I can have a good look at a profile, and this gives me a summary of his whole profile. It also gives me his DISC assessment, his MBTI profile, and those can be, usually they're pretty accurate because it's based off of things that he's posted and things that he's done on his own profile and also things that he's posted. But this last couple of lines here is generally very, very true. Every time I ask somebody if this is true about them, they're like, oh my gosh, that's bang on. So this gives us a great tool in sales because we now know how to relate to this person just by looking at this little tool that's here. I can also see who he trusts. And if I click that, it shows me who his trusted connections are. It will also rank those people for me. So I can see that he has a couple of trusted connections here. And one of them is a 9 out of 10. And if I wanted to request an introduction, I would just click this button and I would request the introduction, and he'd get an actual message saying, hey, Carrie would like to meet Lynette. And he can click a button and make it happen just like that, which is pretty super cool. So I'm going to show you a little bit more with it in just a second here. But before I do, what I'd like to know is, has anyone here put their LinkedIn into the chat that I'm not already connected with? So I'm just going to go have a quick peek here. Let's see. I don't know that I have anyone new. If you have not yet connected with me on LinkedIn, go ahead and throw your LinkedIn in the chat there, and I'll make a connection for you right now on the spot. And I see Andre is the last one to put it in there, so I will connect Andre. Andre, have you been connected to Nadia yet?
Not sure. Yeah, we had the call. Yeah. Okay.
All right, and Robert, have you and I connected on LinkedIn? Robert Duran. I'm just checking you out on LinkedIn. What's your profile link?
Let me add it. It's on the chat, but let me give you a direct one real fast.
Please, I'm just scrolling through looking for it here, but I don't.
It's
a lot in the chat as there often is, right?
That's good.
Yeah.
I just put it.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. So I will just click the button, up you'll come. All right. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to send you a connections request. And I'll get you just to go in and say yes to the connections request, and then I'll show everybody how this works. Can you still see my screen when I'm looking up Robert right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
okay.
We can see it.
Excellent. So I'll get you to go say yes to me, please, if you don't mind.
I'm going. Let me refresh.
Yes. And then I will refresh my screen as well.
And she says it so nicely. Please.
I just put the newcomers on the spot, you know. Let's just do it
Mm-hmm.
right now. I'm kind
How
of like
do
that.
How do I find the refresh?
The refresh is always at the top left-hand corner of up here of your thing. So did you accept it,
Yeah,
Robert?
I just did it.
Okay.
Like this?
Yeah, it should take a minute for that to work.
There we go. I got it. So there you go. Now it says we're first level connected. And what's going to happen over here is it's going to say, oh, Robert is untrusted. That just means I hadn't met him yet face to face. I don't know that he's a real human. Now I've met Robert. I know he's a human. I've seen him in a couple of meetings lately. I'm just going to click this here. Robert, did you come in off Meetup?
Yes.
Perfect. I can actually tag you here and say like where you came in from as well. So later in my connections, if I was wondering how I met you, it will tell me.
Yeah, Meetup's a really good tool.
Yeah, super cool. And when I click this button here, it's actually going to say great. Now it's going to send you a message and tell you this is the Chrome extension that I used. And you can sign up for the free version of it if you want to give it a try. It gives you the link right in the message. Super cool. And now that we're connected, I can connect you with somebody else in the room, like Andre, for example. Whoop, hit the wrong button there. Andre. There we go. All right. And I could write a big description here, but I'll just say is in the meeting. Okay. Just to keep it nice and easy and fast here for the sake of our example. Now what it's going to do is it's going to write a message to both of you and pull you into the message together. And then I'm going to click send. And you are talking together in the message with me. And the most easiest thing in the world now is to set up a meeting. Something else it's going to do is it's writing me this great message that I can post on social media. It says that Robert is a powerhouse entrepreneur, inventor, and mentor who has revolutionized the business world. That sound pretty good to you, Robert?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I like it, eh? I can also not only say it to the 13,000 people I have in my connections list, I can actually pick a group that I belong to, anyone that I want. Maybe, how about this one? Mastermind to Millions. That looks good. I think that's got a few thousand in it. And I click done. So it's going to just actually broadcast this out to all of my LinkedIn contacts. It's going to tag you. It's going to tag Andre. And it's going to send it to a big group all at the same time. So we can just brag about you on the internet. Lots of fun. So that's just a couple of things that it does. There are some other great things that it does as well.
You know what? Speaking of, Carrie, I'd love to jump in and just show off one more trait that actually ties this whole thing together. If I could share my screen.
Please do.
Fantastic. So folks, we love to have our tools. We love to have tools that make networking easier. That's kind of the goal. So we're trying to collect these things for you so that you can have the best experience online as possible. And things that work well together work really well for us. That is kind of the mantra. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. I'm going to go entire screen just to make sure that everybody can see. Awesome. So here we go. That's a big tunnel. But what's really cool is we can now open up the CIBN Chrome extension while we're in the meeting. And here is everybody who is using the Chrome extension in this meeting. So that means that William's got it, Steven's got it, Cheryl's got it, Nadia's got it. And that's interesting enough. We can see, how they're ranking in our scoring matrix, etc. But here's the really juicy part. This is everybody that those people know that score highly for me. So what does that mean? These are the second level connections of the people in the meeting who score highly based on my individualized scoring matrix. And my scoring matrix is set up to find me business owners and C-suite level executives who are able to make decisions in their business. So if I go over here, that's very simply the tagging system that we use. And so it scans their profile for these titles, business owner, CEO, CFO, and you can set this up to look for whatever you like. But now, the people in the meeting, it shows me who they know, right? And if you're looking at building a referral partnership or a long-term referral sharing partnership is what I should say with somebody in this meeting, wouldn't it be great to have their connections at a glance? So as we can see here, Carrie is obviously very well connected, right? And it will load, I think, typically like 10 of these at a time, but you can ask it to load more. But this piece of software, the CIBN Chrome extension, works copacetically with the Meetin platform, right? So we can enhance our networking experience both here and on LinkedIn, and we can do it at the same time, which I think is pretty cool. And then with the last 10 minutes of the group, and I don't know if anybody's a guest here, if you don't know me, hi, my name's Josh, and I'm part of the team here at CIBN. The last 10 minutes of the group, I just want to ask a question, and that is, how can we use this new Meetin platform to uplift our community? How can we make this more engaging? And some of the functions are really obvious, like, you know, we can tag it so that somebody's comments pop up right on the screen, which I really like, because then we can go ahead and promote our members, and we can do that enthusiastically and with full sight to the whole group here, right? So for example, if you wanted to book with Cheryl, right? I just grab the link right there, or here's something else they shared. And that's kind of just part of the tool set that we have now. So based on what we have here, my question again is, if we think imaginatively, how can we use cool software like this to just improve the experience that we have online right now? Some small examples are, we've got this find out about the membership button at the top. So you no longer have to ask, and you can find out the information on your own if you're interested. We can feature the comments, but like, you know, maybe we could put in a directory or something. I don't know. Stephen, you might be a good guy to ask this question too.
Well, one of the things that we are all looking forward to is that as you become a member, you actually get a copy of Carrie's book. Well, one of the things that can happen is that, and Carrie, I've got software for it, is we can actually make a simple preview flip book for it. And with that, we can actually put a link to that so that you can actually flip through it while she's talking about it and saying, hey, go to chapter 3 or chapter 6 or whatever, flip through the book while she's talking about it. Okay. You still don't have download access to it yet. You need to be a member. So there's incentive there. This is a collateral piece that Carrie's published. She's proud of. We're all proud of it, and we're all going to learn from it. Okay. So business. So when you want to talk to people about doing an audit for their business, Betty Ann, you want to go through an audit for somebody's situation. You could easily pop up a simple questionnaire, a survey, have them fill it in when you're having a one-on-one, and you get the actual results from that. So what it does is a system like this helps with the interactiveness between individuals on the screen. There's how many on here? 4, 8, 12, 14 of us. Well, that's 14 interactions that we could all have by clicking the buttons that are here to find out more information without Carrie or Joshua stopping, changing focus to answer that question. They go, here's the buttons. Go pick go do this. So it helps with cleaning up what you're going to present to other people. So use it for videos, for documents, for sign-up sheets, for, what's the next, booking a meeting to a meeting. So number one, put up in somewhere in there is set a meeting with me, put a button in there that takes you straight to Calendly, or you have it up as a pop-up. So there's lots of things. So we're using this for the first time. You get to see some of the newness. There's going to be more and more and more enhancements as you go along. And you're going to go, where was this 2 years ago, 3 years ago? I could have used this during COVID. Well, you have the opportunity to use it now. So please engage.
I'm really excited to set up my personal meeting room with the tools that I use for onboarding, because, I onboard, like 5-10 new people a week, and depending on the week, obviously. And sometimes it's such a hassle to share the information because it's in the chat. You got to find the link, and if they're not comfortable with the platform, they can't find. You can never find the text box or anything like that. So it's going to be really helpful for putting the information right in front of the client and the member, which I like, and really simplifying that. Like you can't miss the link. It's popped up right on the screen, right? You can click it right there. So I think that's going to be cool. And I'm really excited to explore the ways that we can enrich our experience on here. So if anybody has any suggestions, I'm open to it. And I've also got my meeting link in the chat there, and we can talk more about doing the best with what we got.
Yeah, I'm going to put mine in here too as well for calendar links, so that if anyone wants to meet with me, go ahead and book some time. Let's talk. Really looking forward to getting to know some of the guests and some of the new people in the room. I loved your idea about the flip book, and not only for that, Stephen, we're about to come out with the CIBN Connector magazine, and I mean that's another awesome resource for the CIBN global community. And we should, flip book, could work really well for that in the meetings as well. I can see that being really, really cool. Yeah, and members, by the way, to be in the magazine, it's all for you. It's all about you, right? So we just look at a certain level of membership, the speaker level of membership, but you have to pay up front for the year to be in the magazine. And that's just to be fair, because people pay $77 a month and quit next month, and then I have to look at them for a whole year. And that's just ain't right. Right, Nadia? So there's lots of value in there, and you can check out the membership levels. For $27 a month, you can come to as much networking as you want. We do over 500 meetings a year, and you get access to all this tool stack, that we're talking about, which is really awesome. And if you want to be a speaker at events, we got all kinds of events that you can speak at. $77 a month, or pay up front for the year, and we'll put you in a magazine too. And we have some basic sales training and help for people. If you have a limited budget, we can help you. It's not, it works really good. I got to tell you, about 3-4 months, we can turn you around. But if you need to be turned around this month, then you need to hire a coach. Okay. You need to work with somebody, because we're not going to take time to handhold you like that. So you're looking to actually work with somebody like Robert or possibly Scott. You should probably interview them and find out what their areas of expertise is. But yeah, you should fix your sales problem. Okay, because if you can't sell, nothing like networking or anything else is going to help you, and you'll be a statistic within 6 months to a year. So you want to fix that problem and encourage your friends and others that are trying to run businesses. Fix that problem first. That's a good one to get out of the way. Okay, so we're just about at the top of the hour. Does anybody, I got some members in the room, been around for a while. Betty Ann Ellis. Josh, is that noise coming from you? I don't know where that's coming from. Yeah, it is. Okay. Betty Ann Ellis, go ahead and unmute yourself. And you've been around CIBN for a while. What's it been like? She doesn't know I'm going to say this. She could throw me under the bus. Go ahead and unmute yourself. It's at the top of the screen.
Yeah, I got all these shortcuts set up in Zoom. They don't work in this. Okay, takes me a minute to look at it. But yeah, I like this system too. Ever since Stephen said about the survey, I've been actually searching. Usually I have it pinned in my clipboard, and but I didn't have it, so I was looking for my survey. What do I think about CIBN? CIBN to me is filled with a culture of people that are genuinely interested in helping build one another's businesses. I've often said it. I think I got it from Carrie in the first place, but it's true. Oh no, it was Rael that said this first. A very successful businessman, that your client is not necessarily in the room. And what I find is that the people that I meet with are that we're setting up, each of us, we're vetting each one another to set up a series of people, that network that for each of us to be referring other people to. So that's genuine. That's authentic. And those are good words that you want to use in 2024, that people sincerely want to help you build your business. And that's a culture that is, I think, unique to CIBN. Well, maybe it's not unique. There's other ones that do it. But for me, since 2016, that's what I've seen. I've got some partnerships, made some friendships, learned an awful lot about business thank you for the feedback for all the people that were talking today. I mean, you guys all learned a lot today, didn't you? You know, right that. So, so this is where I've developed my whole business skill, and then I've gotten customers and everything else as well. Developed my also speaker skills as well. So yes, I think Carrie's got everything on the board for you guys. It's just a matter of taking advantage of it and meeting with people and then building your businesses. You can do that here. So thank you, Carrie.
Fabulous. Well, we're glad you're still with us. She came into one of our in-person meetings in our first city and then was sad because she was moving across the country a long ways away, and then was happy because we went online and we were global. And she's been with us ever since. So super awesome. And we have many people who've been with us for years around CIBN.
It was Christmas. The first meeting I ever went to was a Christmas live event.
Oh my God.
And I didn't know anybody. I was referred to go by somebody who had met you, Carrie. And
Yeah.
she said, why don't you just check this out? And I just didn't want to go out. I didn't want to talk to anybody. It was cold. It was snowing. And
Yeah.
yes, I got dressed. I went to this network meeting, and yes, so the rest is history. And yeah, I built my whole business through CIBN, and that spread all over the world. So, all right, thanks.
Awesome. I love that. That's a great testimony. I should get you down to the office for a video next time you're in. Great stuff. All right. Well, we're at the top of the hour.
Can I ask you a couple things? I've got a yellow thing on the cloud on the OneDrive at the bottom of
We can stay with you after, Penny, and answer those questions. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is all of our members, you know, at the end of every meeting, we have something we say. You can go ahead and unmute yourself, and we'll do it all together. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy All right, we hope to see you back later. And and if anyone wants to join in for the Easy Breezy Networking Club, which is coming up next here, I'll just grab that and throw it on the side there. You can register for it right there. We're looking forward to seeing you back. And we got other events going on next week. You know, check us out. Look us up on Meetup. We got, if you go to CIBN, look up CIBN Pro Meetup. There is like, I don't know, 500 events you can attend. So have fun. Awesome.
Cool. And if you're ever in Calgary, come by, and Carrie and Joshua will make you a good cup of coffee, and go from there. So
we have people sometimes fly in from all over the world to see us and have a cup of coffee. So. So we will host you if you fly in to see us. All right. Talk to you guys later.
How do you save the chat?
Oh, Joshua.
You can save the chat by clicking right at the top of the chat. There's a chat, the word chat with a little tiny arrow next to it. And if you click that, it'll open a drop-down menu.
Save chat to file.
Yeah.
Oh, copy to clipboard, the whole thing?
Yeah, anyone you prefer.
Wow, that's awesome. That'll save all the links then. Perfect. Thank you. I'll copy that right over to my email.
The drop down that's on the word chat.
I did that, but where does
it go and live after that?
Yeah.
Probably in the documents section on your computer, most likely.
Okay.
It's a copy and paste. So just go to your email after you copy it to clipboard, go in and right click and paste on your email, Peggy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We did an automatic download. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
you're gonna have quite a few more aha moments going, I never thought I could do this. Oh my God.
I was thinking about gamifying it.
You can do that too.
I was getting some ideas about gamifying it as I was looking at.
Yeah. And the nice thing is that if you come up with any ideas, just send them to you know who, and
That's
for
right.
improvements and stuff like that. And he's very